So as you know, we do a lot of comparison videos here on What Drives You, but they're always between the Model 3 and the Model Y because that's the cars that we have. But I kept getting questions like, but what about a real SUV, David? What about, something that's actually SUV shaped that kind of looks like, an SUV? The Model Y doesn't look like an SUV. It just looks like a car. So today we're going to be comparing the top selling SUV in America, the 2020 RAV4. We're going to compare the cargo volume of the 2020 RAV4 to the Model Y. So which one do you think has more cargo volume? I can definitely tell you that on the outside, it looks more SUV-like, right? The RAV4 looks bigger because it's more boxy all the way up to the top, around on the back, and it just seems like it would have a lot more cargo volume in there. It is rated for around 69 cubic feet of storage volume in the back with the seats down, as compared to the Model Y of 66. So on paper, the RAV4 is just slightly bigger than the Model Y as far as overall cargo volume, but Tesla doesn't actually give any numbers for the cargo volume of the Model Y with the seats up. The RAV4 has 39, is rated for 39 cubic feet of space in the back with the back seats up. So we're going to see how many roller bags fit in the back of the RAV4 as compared to the Model Y. If you've seen my previous video on the Model Y to see how many roller bags fit in it, you will see, you know that it actually fits 13 roller bags, 12 of which go in the trunk, and then one can go in the front. So we went ahead and started putting roller bags here in the RAV4, and we found that in the back of the RAV4, you can actually put 5 roller bags standing up across, whereas in the Model Y, I could only put 4 across. So it seems it's a little bit wider, the storage area in the RAV4, than it is in the Model Y. And I went ahead and started stacking them all up and tried to put them all in there. There is no underfloor storage for the RAV4, so what you see is what you get. However, underneath the underfloor compartment there is a spare tire, which is nice to have, obviously. The Model Y does not come with a spare tire, so that is some people do get concerned about not having a spare tire, but honestly, we haven't had a new car with a spare tire in quite a while. Priuses didn't have it, even our Pacifica hybrid did not have it. Now, the regular Pacifica, you could get a spare tire kit in that, but the hybrid model did not have that. And so a lot of the cars that we've driven in the past, 10 years even, have been without a spare tire. So the Leaf didn't have it. A lot of cars don't have spare tires these days, so it's definitely not unusual for us to not have a spare tire, but that is one thing that you do get in the RAV4 that you do not get in the Model Y. But anyway, getting back to the roller bags, we could get 5 across the back, which was different than the Model Y, and then we could put another 4 roller bags behind those 5. The glass does taper off, of course, and then there was 2 on top, and obviously that's without being able to see out the back. So the most that we could put in the RAV4 was 11 roller bags. Now these were a few different sized roller bags, and the test that I did in the Model Y, I was just using the same 8 roller bags in different spots to try to figure out that I could get 12 in the back. So I went ahead and put the same exact roller bags because we got 3 more roller bags on loan here for the RAV4 comparison. And with those roller bags, because a couple of them are a little different shaped and that sort of thing, we were only able to fit 11 of those in the back of the Model Y. So at the end of the day, you get the same amount of cargo space behind the back seats. So if you have 5 passengers in the RAV4 or 5 passengers in the Model Y, you get the same amount of space behind those rear seats. and you can get 11 roller bags or 12 depending on what the size of those roller bags are, but the same amount of space essentially behind those back seats. One thing I forgot to mention though is that in the RAV4 you do get a nice mechanical release for the front trunk, you know, so that's really nice. Opened it up here and checked it out, and well, it turned out that they are actually using all of the space in the front trunk. You know, I'm not sure, you know, what they're trying to transport in there. Some sort of you know, it looks like you know, a bunch of metal parts and stuff. It's weird. Okay. No, it's obviously it is a gas-powered car, so they have to use the front of the vehicle for that engine, and you basically lose the opportunity to have any frunk in the RAV4. So, you know, okay, of course, there is no frunk in the RAV4, but you do get a spare tire in the RAV4, whereas in the Model Y, you don't get the spare tire, but you do get the front trunk where you can actually put another bag in there. So that's actually 12 or 13 roller bags in the Model Y versus 11 or 12, depending on the size of the bags in the RAV4. So there are some trade-offs, but overall, we're talking about the hottest selling SUV in America right now. It is a great car. The RAV4 is an awesome car. It looks great on the outside, and this is a hybrid model, so it does get around 40 miles to the gallon, which is great for an SUV. Of course, it's not all electric. It runs actually 100% on gas is what you fuel it up with. It does have that hybrid powertrain, so it does get regenerative braking, which is a nice bonus that helps you get that extra gas mileage, using the electric motor in it to use the regenerative braking from the battery. But overall, it is very similarly sized, at least for the cargo space, between the Model Y and the RAV4. So even though the Model Y looks a lot sleeker, it looks a lot smaller even, the way the powertrain works in the Model Y versus the RAV4 really gives you a lot of extra space, because you don't have that engine in the front and you don't have all the exhaust underneath. So there's a lot of extra room at the bottom of the car and the front of the car that Tesla can take advantage of with that electric powertrain, versus Toyota with the RAV4 has a lot of limits to where they can put that space. And so the RAV4 is a little bit higher up and it is more boxy in the back, so it's less aerodynamic, of course. And so that trades off, obviously, the efficiency of the vehicle. Tesla's able to maximize the efficiency and maximize the space inside the vehicle. But overall, the result is you have two vehicles that are in the small SUV category that meet in size comparison, at least as far as the cargo. So maybe we'll get a chance to do some more tests or comparisons between the Model Y and the RAV4. Please let me know in the comments below if you'd like to see more comparisons between the RAV4 and the Model Y, and because we might be able to get some more access to that vehicle if possible. So just let me know what you think you'd like to see as far as comparisons between those two vehicles. And as always, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps others find this content and helps grow the channel. And subscribe if you're not already. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. And I almost forgot. In the RAV4 here, you do have a nice little tonneau cover. Don't get that in the Model Y. So that's pretty nice.